So there are a lot of things that my life has improved on since becoming a coach. What do I mean by coaching? So say I found like a meal plan or a fitness program that I really loved and I wanted to share it with my best friend because I wanted her to do it with me, right? So I'm not like a fitness expert. I don't know everything about fitness. I don't need a certification. It's me being like, hey, I really like this program. It worked for me. I love it. I feel good. Join with me. Like, do it with me, see how it goes for you. That's coaching. So, anybody can do it. People who are going through a transformation and journey, it's amazing to watch and see because you're relatable to somebody else. So, there are a lot of things that I have improved my life. I've grown my life since coaching. A lot of people say, I love the quote, it's like, if you're not growing, you're dying, right? So a lot of people say, like, okay, once you're born, you start dying. Well, I'm living and I'm growing and I want to make a difference where I'm at in my life and in my whole world. And I want to continue to make changes and get better and make a difference and inspire others. So, with that being said, I just want to talk about a few things that I can do now that I couldn't do before or that I didn't do before. Physically, let's talk about physically. Um, I am so much stronger. Max 30 and Insanity with Shanti. So Insanity and Insanity Max 30. I could not do 10 burpees without dying. I could not do a push-up. What else is there that I couldn't do? Push-ups is the main one. I'm going to say pull-up too, and I couldn't do a pull-up. So I could not do a man push-up. You guys, I'm not alone on this. A lot of people are like this. That's a very hard thing. And since coaching and holding myself accountable and working on something to better myself in that way, and it's like, who chooses to better themselves in push-ups? Like, what is that going to do? How is that going to help you? Well, it's going to build strength for me, and I need it as I go on in my life. So it's getting up off the ground, it's pushing myself, up, and I don't know. Physical fitness is so important because it's like your regular everyday mobility. Like, you need that. You need to work those muscles. You need to stay strong. I mean, you can look at older people all the time, how it's hard for them to get up and sit back down, and they can't touch their toes and the balance, and those things come into factor. And so I want to make sure that I stay on top of my game when it comes to health and fitness. So something that I could never do before was a push-up, and now I hate to brag, but I can bust them out like no other. Okay, so that's physical. Mentally. So sometimes I'm kind of a perfectionist. So if a lot of things happen at once, I kind of like break down and like, freak out a little bit, and like I hold a lot of stuff in. I will like, if everything came crashing down at once, I probably would like start crying and like freak out and be like this and this and this and everything from the past. And I feel like because I've done a lot of personal development that I can kind of like step back and evaluate like why that just happened and, how can I improve? So mentally, I don't like hold everything in, and then when something wrong goes, like take it all out in just that one little tiny thing. I'm really working on that for me. When it comes to like mentally and emotional and stuff, I've really done personal development, a lot of personal development. And I say this a lot in my, on my previous videos or just, on my pages that, my life has changed since then. So I guess the best way to explain it is like, when you see like a quote or you see something and you totally get that and you have like that aha moment, like, oh, that's totally me. It's like reading a whole book that like basically maps out like, oh, I get it. Oh, that's why I did that. Oh, that's how I can fix that. And so personal development is so uplifting. It grows your mind. It's like just mind food and soul food. So really, since it's one of my favorite things about coaching. I mean, I preach about it all the time just to my challengers. Like, how important this is, right? So when you're going through a fitness transformation, a lot of the times people focus on the number on a scale. And I really try to teach them to focus on, healthy. Well, you got to change your mindset, You got to change your mindset like saying, I don't need to be a number on a scale. I need to be healthy. I need to lose inches. I don't need to lose all these pounds. I need to get my cardiovascular strength up. I need to be able to move from not being able to do a push up to doing a push up, measuring that growth, not just in a number on a scale. So, changing your mindset, this is something that I've really, really, really have become a master of. And I try to teach my clients this all the time, and this is the biggest thing when it comes to food, right? If you might have a craving, right, for this cookie, like, oh, you want this cookie, or oh, you want this, and that's fine if you have it every once in a while. But you ask yourself, what is this cookie going to nutritionally do for your body? What is it going to do? Is there anything in it that is going to be beneficial to your body? Is it going to make you feel good? Is it going to fight any type of disease? Is it going to make your skin clear? Is it going to give you lasting energy? What nutritional value does this food have? And will you regret eating it? Will you feel shitty after you eat it? Will you be swollen? Will you eat sugar and then crave sugar? So I really want to train people to ask themselves, what does this do for my body, right? So without being a complete prude, you want to, okay, let's say for me, as a woman, the time of the month, whatever. Of course I want ice cream, right? Am I going to go get like Ben and Jerry's? Or am I going to go over to maybe Whole Foods and get, an ice cream that has real ingredients, not high fructose corn syrup, so that even though it's not nutritional for my body can produce it, and I can go run a couple miles and burn it off, right? So unless you eat the whole pint, then you have to run like 8 miles. So that's the point. Like, are you going to have like high fructose corn syrup, all these chemicals that your body can't break down, and that these are cancer feeding? Or are you going to get the real whole ingredients that your body can burn when you do your exercise the next morning, and you're not going to feel as guilty eating it because it's kind of like a once a month thing? And so do you see where I'm kind of getting with this whole thing? Is like mastering your mindset. Is it nutritional to body or to my body? Is it going to serve me? And how is it going to serve me, right? This comes back to the mental thing with personal development. Is this feeding my soul, right? Am I going to watch Fox News 24 hours a day? Or am I going to go pick up a book that's going to enlighten me, enrichen me, get me into a better mood, and push me to be better? Or am I going to go watch the news and watch all the depressing stuff that's happening? So you choose, right? So this is something that has changed for me, and this is something I didn't do that now I do. So just recapping on those things is that, physically I can do so much more than I could 2 years ago. Mentally and emotionally, I feel like I'm in a really good place with my nutrition, with my daily life, with prayer, the things that I like to practice, and I wake up on fire for life. So these are just a couple things that I couldn't do before, now I can do. I mentioned a little of how to handle things better, how to put things in perspective, and just know that you have to live every day to the fullest, and you have to try to be better than you were the next day, and just be happy and smile and be the person that people are going to remember, who want to be around you. Change the world. You have the power to change the world. You really do. So just wanted to share those with you. Since coaching 2 years ago, my life has drastically changed in so many ways. It's just what I needed to kind of just pick my life up and go in the direction that I needed to go. So thank you for letting me share it with you. I hope everyone's having a happy hump day. And I hope you guys got your workout in today and killed your nutrition. Have a great Wednesday.